I know. I think this story is untrue about the children in northeast Thailand. Um, there's various reasons I think it's untrue. It does it does dovetail into a lot of these fake school shootings, which is a very popular way to get the public disarmed. After all, nothing can be more objectionable than someone shooting loads of children. Okay, so this is very much how they play on people's emotions. We should also be aware that Thailand has a lot of tradition in staging faked events, like the ridiculous school children, 13 children was it, 12 children and a teacher stuck in a cave system. That was just from a movie, completely and utterly faked. I did extensive analysis on that particular staged event that the public inevitably bought because they like the sound of it, you know, in a cave system for God knows how long it was. I can't remember now. It was, everything gets lost in because of the time, you know. Last few years we've only been thinking about COVID and all the vaccine mandates and things like that, but at the time it was a very, very big story. And now we have yet another school shooting. The Thai government are really, really corrupt. I mean, I'm not sure whether they're as bad as ours, but they're really, really bad. The only thing that makes Britain tolerable is we have a mild climate, and we have a benefit system that enables people to survive, so that we're fortunate in that way. But there's always a price we pay for that. But anyway, so this is, and you know, there's always the backstory pictures. 23 children. I'm trying to work out if there's any mathematical symbolism, because the numbers are very important. 64-year-old grandmother, 23 children, 3-year-old, 37 people, 90 children. And this is interesting, and this is another reason I think the story might be faked. It says 90 children usually attend, but because of poor weather and a bus breakdown. Poor weather, I don't think the weather was very poor. In fact, apparently there was a bit of rain. Only 24 of them were there on Thursday. And so it could have been obviously a lot worse if you believe the official story. But the idea that that not all the kids were there. He killed his wife and his stepson before killing himself. His stepson used to attend the Senate but hadn't been there for the past month. I'm sorry, but I don't think people would do that. The motive for the attack is not known. He was fired for drug use. And some of the pictures we see of the women, like, allegedly grieving from the school, this is like a Sandy Hook type thing, isn't it? Just after lunchtime. So all the kids couldn't get there even by lunchtime, even though the bus had broken down. Shooting his way past a teacher and a parent outside. Would a parent be there after lunchtime? He was recognised by one of the teachers when he burst in. Of course he was. Witnesses said, including a teacher who was 8 months pregnant. Oh, yeah. You know what? It's these little details that make me suspect the story. School shooting, corrupt Thailand, 8 months pregnant. He stabbed most of his victims before fleeing. Bodies of adults and children lying inside and outside the building. What do you mean? Did he take the children outside after he'd stabbed them? He had a gun. He appeared in court on the morning of the attack on charge. Where did he appear in court? Because this particular event took place in northeast Thailand, called Isan, which is actually the area of Thailand which is most against the government. There used to be the yellow and red shirt type thing. A lot of foreigners who go to Thailand don't seem to realise just how crooked the whole country is. It's a nice country. Everybody who goes to Thailand, not everybody, but most people who go there have a great time, great weather, great food, hot women. But on the other hand, there's another side to the country that you would notice if you could speak Thai and understood more about the local politics. Mass shootings are rare, although gun ownership rates are relatively high for the region, which goes to show that there isn't necessarily a link between gun ownership and shootings. So I'm saying I haven't. This is only a preliminary hunch, if you like. Some of the aspects of this story seem fake to me. I don't think a guy would. I mean, you might say, well, just because you don't think this could happen doesn't mean it hasn't happened. Admittedly, it is conceivable that some drugged up policeman, yeah, and again, it's police. Do you remember, like Wayne Couzens, police officer, could go and shoot and stab all these kids? Why did he take it out on the children? Why kill them when they did nothing to him? He was just a month away from his 3rd birthday. You know what? I don't think I'd even mention that. If my son was, 2 and 11 months, I wouldn't even mention it. What difference does it make whether it's a month away from his 3rd birthday? He only just had his 3rd birthday. It was 6 months away from his 3rd birthday. And you get all these little, just shy of his 3rd birthday. His 3rd birthday. Yeah, he's a 3rd birthday. I wonder if it means anything. Now, it's just a hunch. The way the story has been presented, the backstory, the pregnant women, the broken down school bus, a bit of rain, somebody recognised him, shooting, drugs, children, lots of numbers. This picture, why would you take a picture in this position? Is this a Photoshop? Filled with grief. Let's have a look at the witness's picture. Begging for mercy. There would normally be 92 children, but the shared bus breaking down and some rain. So Thai people are very, very used to heavy rain. When it rains in Thailand, it really rains. So there are only 24. So out of 92 children, just 24 on site. This is something I never dreamed of. Any minute now she'll tell us it felt just like she was in a movie. Man never came across as unwell. You see, they've always got a lot to say about these people. The average teacher doesn't know very much about people who come to collect children from the school, right? They just go there, get the kids and move on. They don't have a chat. Always polite when dropping his son off, and was almost too chatty sometimes. Too chatty. Almost too chatty, you see? Almost too chatty. It's the bloody silent types you've got to watch out for. It's not chatty guys like me. It's the silent ones that you've got to watch out for. His eyes were crossed and he was quiet. Trying to lock the door, but he broke in and went into the rooms where the children were sleeping. Some staff members had been eating outside when the attacker parked his car and shot 4 of them dead. He must be a good shot. He smashed down the door with his leg, then came inside. He smashed down the door with his leg. I see a lot of these 5 gunshots. Armed with a gun and a knife. She trembled. She heard a sound similar to firecrackers. She told other colleagues to get into a room, lock the door. Climbing over a wall to get help. She must be good at climbing. Thais have quite big walls. The teacher cried as she said she was not in time. Few news when the heavy rain had kept many people away who was working in an office nearby. Forced his way into a locked room where the children were sleeping. Well, one would have thought they would have woken up by now, wouldn't they? At first people thought the shots were fireworks, she said. Of course it's the fireworks thing. Running to hide. A teacher managed to escape. It was like one for cutting grass. It was curved. Which means it's like one for cutting grass. Riding a motorcycle. Blood everywhere, she said. Well, like I said, I think this could be faked. I can't say for sure. It's horrible, but I suppose in a way it would be even more horrible if it was true. What people don't understand is that many events, heavily promoted events such as Joe Cox and Lee Rigby and of course 9/11 and London bombings and things like that, have all been staged, and what we are told as news is completely faked. So I hope you can consider this as a possibility. I'm not going to say categorically that this incident was faked. Of course, lunatics are in existence, sadly. Many of them, unfortunately, troll my channel. But, you know, these school murders, mass school murders, I think, you know, I mean, they are so, if you think about it, they are very, even if you are suicidal, you know, why not go and kill yourself or take out some politicians or some people who've harmed you? Would you really choose such a children to attack these little kids who've never done you any harm? Or would you actually, if you're that suicidal and maniacal, why not take out some people who have harmed you? You know, there are lots of people who've harmed you in your life, and why not kill them? You know, why not go, you know? So I don't believe this story is true. And of course the witnesses with their, oh look, oh. You know, I'm not begged for mercy. And look at these fake pictures. Everyone's on the phone. Oh look. And who's taking these pictures? I mean, I think these are money shots. I think these people are being paid to look sad. Look at their fucking tie with their bloody masks fetish. Nah, I don't believe it.